Good morning, students. Today our topic is UV visible spectroscopy. UV visible spectroscopy. See, introduction of spectroscopy. Spectroscopy is the tool for study of atomic and molecular structure. Spectroscopy is the tool for study of atomic and molecular structure. It deals with interaction of electronic radiation with matter involving the measurement and interpretation of the extension of absorption or emission of electromagnetic radiation by molecule. Spectroscopy, ultraviolet visible, UV visible, radiation absorbed lambda 200 to 750 nanometers, effect on the molecule, changes in electronic energy levels within the molecule. Infrared IR, lambda equals to 2.5 to 16 micrometers, changes in the vibrational and rotational movements of the molecule. Nuclear magnetic resonance, that is NMR, radio waves 60 to 500 megahertz, induces changes in the magnetic properties of certain atomic nuclei. Most important consequence of such interaction is the energy is absorbed or emitted by the matter in discrete amount called as quanta. UV radiation starts at blue end of visible light 4000 angstrom and ends at 2000 angstrom. It divided into two spectral regions. One is near UV region, that is 2000 angstroms to 4000 angstrom. Far or vacuum UV region below 2000 angstrom. UV spectroscopy involved with electronic excitation. Absorption and emission spectra. Spectroscopy mainly concerned with interaction of electromagnetic radiation with matter. After interaction, there may variation in intensity of EMR with frequency. Instrument which record this variation in intensity known as spectrophotometer. Two-way in which interaction may observed. Sample itself emits radiation called as emission spectra, absorbs radiation from continuous source called as absorption spectra. There are two spectra, absorption spectra and emission spectra. Emission spectra is nothing but sample itself emits radiation, that is emission spectra. Absorbs radiation from continuous source, that is absorption spectra. Terminology used in UV visible spectroscopy. First of all, wavelength. Wavelength means a distance between two successive maxima of one electromagnetic wave. Two successive maxima of one electromagnetic wave expressed in angstrom units or milli units. Angstrom units or milli units. Next one, frequency nu. Number of wavelength passing through a given point per second. Number of wavelength passing through a given point per second, that is frequency. Frequency units are hertz or cycles per second. Wave number. Wave number means the number of waves per centimeter in vacuum. The number of waves per centimeter in vacuum, reciprocal of wavelength expressed as per centimeter. Reciprocal of wavelength. Relationship between frequency, velocity and wave number. Nu equals to 1 by lambda into c, that equals to c by nu into lambda. that equals to nu by c. Okay, this is the relationship between frequency, velocity and wave number. See electromagnetic spectrum. Electromagnetic spectrum, that means light ray produce electromagnetic spectrum. There are different rays: gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet rays, infrared rays, microwaves, radio waves. Okay, 500 to 600, 500 violet, indigo, blue, 600 green, yellow, 700 orange, red. Okay, color wavelength nanometer. Violet is 400 to 435, indigo is 435 to 480 nanometers, blue 480 to 500. Okay, red color wavelength is very high, that is 610 to 750. Okay, this is the VIBGYOR. VIBGYOR produced in electromagnetic spectrum. Origin and theory of UV spectroscopy. Ultraviolet absorption spectra arises from transition of electron or electrons within molecule. Ultraviolet absorption spectra arises from transition of electron or electrons within the molecule. UV emission spectra arises from reverse type of transition. Electron undergoes transition from lower to higher energy level. This energy difference given by E equals to h nu x. E equals to h nu x. But actually, energy difference between ground and excited states of electrons, E1 minus E0 equals to h nu. E1 minus E0 equals to h nu. Total energy of the molecule is sum of electronic, vibrational, rotational energy. That means total energy E equals to electronic energy plus vibrational energy plus rotational energy. UV visible spectroscopy is the measurement of absorption or transmittance of radiation in the ultraviolet visible region of the spectrum. It arises from transition of electron. Stage 1, M is treated with h nu. Okay, it excited to M star. Okay, excitation of species by absorption of photon with the limited lifetime. Stage 2, M star produces new species, that is relaxation by converting M star to the new species by photochemical reaction. These are the stages involved in UV spectroscopy. Next one, 3 types of electrons are involved in organic molecules. One is sigma electrons, pi electrons, non-bonding electrons. Sigma electrons means involved in the saturated bonds. Sigma electrons involved in the saturated bonds. Found in the carbon, hydrogen, in the paraffin. Energy required to excite sigma produced is electron more than the produced by the UV light. Energy required to excite sigma produced is electron more than the produced by the UV light. Pi electrons involved in unsaturated hydrocarbon. Unsaturated hydrocarbon present in trienes and aromatic compounds. Trienes and aromatic compounds. Trienes means three double bonds is there, that is the triene unit. Aromatic compound means alternative pi electrons, that is benzene is the example of aromatic compound. Next one, N electrons. It does not evolve in the bonding of the molecules. It does not evolve in the bonding of the molecules. Next one, see transitions. Sigma to sigma star transition. N to sigma star usually allowed. N to pi star, pi to pi star, that is forbidden transition. Okay, sigma star is in ground level. This is sigma bonding, pi bonding. N is lone pair, that is non-bonding. Pi star is anti-bonding. Sigma star also anti-bonding. Here the transitions are, the first transition is sigma to sigma star, that is the first transition. Next N2 sigma star, that is the second transition. N2 pi star, that is the third transition. Pi 2 pi star, that is the fourth transition. Okay, allowed transition having epsilon maxima 10 power of 4 or more. This transition due to pi 2 pi star transition in 1,3 butadiene exhibits absorption at 217 nanometer and has epsilon maximum 21,000 represent allowed. 21,000 represent allowed transitions. Forbidden transition, transition having epsilon maximum less than 10 power of 4 occurs due to N2 pi star transition. Due to N2 pi star transition. Transition region wavelength sigma sigma star pi 2 pi star transitions are far UV region, that is less than 200 nanometers. N2 sigma star occurs ultraviolet region, that is equals to 200 nanometers. N2 pi star transition near UV and visible 300 to 600 nanometers. Energy required for various transitions are in the order of sigma sigma star greater than N2 sigma star greater than pi 2 pi star greater than N2 pi star. Thus, N2 pi star transition required less energy than a pi 2 pi star or sigma 2 sigma star transition. Okay, this is the energy required order. Next one, see instrumentation of UV visible spectroscopy. Components of spectrophotometers are source, monochromator, sample compartment, detector, recorder. These are the components used in instrumentation of UV visible spectroscopy. Source, monochromator, sample compartment, detector, recorder. Okay, see sample, radiant source to wavelength selector to solvent. Okay, through the solvent we should add sample substance, and then photodetector to readout. This is the block diagram of instrumentation of UV spectrophotometer. Radiant source to wavelength selector to solvent. In the solvent chamber we should add a sample, and then photodetector to readout device. This is a block diagram instrumentation of UV spectrophotometer. Okay, see block diagrammatical representation of UV spectrophotometer. This is the light source. Okay, light source means deuterium lamp or tungsten lamp. Okay, this is the entrance slit. Okay, this is the monochromator. This one is exit slit. Exit lights to exit slit to sample to detector to amplifier to readout. Okay, this is the block diagram. Okay, first of all, light source produces light ray. Okay, next one, monochromator converts polychromatic radiation into monochromatic radiation, and then exit slit. Through the exit slit, okay, this ray is incident towards sample chamber, sample to detector to amplifier, and then finally readout device. Okay. Next one, UV visible spectroscopy, schematic representation of single beam UV spectrophotometer, schematic representation of double beam UV spectrophotometer. These are also different movable holder is there, solvent chamber, barrier type photovoltaic. Okay, these are the different diagrams. Double beam UV spectrophotometer, single beam UV spectrophotometer. See components present in UV visible spectroscopy. The first component is light source. Light source means distribution of energy through spectrum is function of temperature. Distribution of energy through spectrum is function of temperature. For visible region, tungsten filament lamp used for region 350 nanometer to 2000 nanometer. 350 nanometer to 2000 nanometer. Problem: due to evaporation of tungsten life period decreases. It is overcome by using tungsten halogen lamp. Halogen gas prevents evaporation of tungsten. Okay, this is the for visible region tungsten filament lamp. Next one, for ultraviolet region, UV region, hydrogen discharge lamp consists of two electrodes containing deuterium filled silica envelope. Deuterium is a filled silica envelope. It consisting of two electrodes. Gives continuous spectra in region 185 to 380 nanometers. Above 380 nanometer emission is not continuous. UV visible spectrophotometer have both deuterium and tungsten lamps. Selection of lamp is made by moving lamp, mounting or mirror to cause the light fall on monochromator. Deuterium lamps. Radiation emitted is 3 to 5 times more than the hydrogen discharge lamps. Okay, xenon discharge lamp. Xenon stored under pressure in 10 to 30 atmosphere. It possesses two tungsten electrodes separated by 8 centimeter. Intensity of UV radiation more than hydrogen lamp. Okay, next one, mercury arc. Mercury vapor filled under the pressure. Excitation of mercury atom by electric discharge. The second component is monochromator. Monochromator provides a beam of radiant energy of a given nominal wavelength and spectral bandwidth. Parts of a monochromator: an entrance slit, an collimator, a grating, a collimator, an exit slit. These are the components, parts present in monochromator. See, filters. Okay, filters, a glass filters made from pieces of colored glass which transmit limited wavelength range of spectrum. Color produced by incorporation of oxide of vanadium, chromium, iron, nickel, copper. White bandwidth, width 150 nanometer. Gelatin filters consist of mixture of dyes placed in gelatin and sandwiched between glass plates. Bandwidth 25 nanometers. Interferometric filters. Bandwidth 15 nanometers. Next, prisms. Prisms bends the monochromatic light. The amount of deviation depends on wavelength. Quartz prism used in UV region. Glass prism used in visible region spectrum. Function: they produce non-linear dispersion. Quartz prism used in UV region. Glass prism used in visible region. The function of prism is they produce non-linear dispersion. Okay, see mechanism of working of prism. Okay, the sunlight is focusing lens to slit chamber, collimating lens, and then prism to focusing lens to detector, detecting screen, violet to red. Violet is in bottom, red is the top level, whip jar. Okay, this is the mechanism of working of prism. Next one, grating. Large number of equi-spaced lines on a glass blank coated with aluminum film. Okay, grating means large number of equi-spaced lines on a glass blank coated with aluminum film. Aluminum film, that is the grating technique. This is the normal to groove phase. This is blaze angle. Okay, normal surface reactor. Okay, whenever these are incident towards this direction, it will split into another ways, that is equi-spaced line grating technique. Next one, sample cell. Sample cell spectroscopy requires all materials in the beam path other than the analyte should be as transparent to the radiation as possible. The geometries of all components in the system should be such as to maximize the signal and minimize the scattered light. The material from which a sample cuvette is fabricated controls the optical window that can be used. These are the sample cells. Sample cells is nothing but cuvettes which is made up of quartz substances. Some typical materials are optical glass 335 to 2500 nanometers, special optical glass 320 to 2500 nanometers, quartz that is infrared 220 to 3800 nanometers, quartz far UV that is 170 to 2700 nanometer. Keep the cuvette clean. Don't clean with paper products. Store dry. Don't get fingerprints on them. Store carefully and gently. These are the typical materials used in the preparation of cuvette material. Okay, some precautions are: keep the cuvette clean, don't clean with paper products, store dry, don't get fingerprints on them, store carefully and gently. Next one, detectors. Three common types of detectors are used, that is barrier layer cells, photocell detector, photomultiplier. First one, see, photovoltaic cells are barrier layer cells. They are primarily used for measurement of radiation in visible region. Maximum sensitivity is 550 nanometer. It consists of flat copper or iron electrode on which semiconductor such as selenium is deposited. On the selenium, a thin layer of silver or gold is spurted over the surface. Barrier layer cell. A barrier exists between the selenium and iron, which prevents the electron flowing through iron. Therefore, electrons area accumulated on the silver surface. These electrons are produced voltage. This is the barrier layer cell. Barrier layer cell have silver surface, selenium. Okay, this is the terminal chamber. Okay, these are the barrier layer cell existence, the selenium and iron, which prevents the electron flowing through iron. Therefore, electrons area accumulated on the silver surface. These electrons are produced voltage. That is the detector purpose, barrier layer cell. Next one, photocell detector. Photocell detector, it consisting of high sensitive cathode in the form of a half cylinder. This is the half cylinder of metal which is evacuated. Anode also present, which fixed along the axis of the tube. Anode also fixed along the axis of the tube. Photocell is more sensitive than photovoltaic cell. Okay, this is the very sensitive than photovoltaic cell. That is photocell detector. This is the diagram of photocell detector. Next one, photomultiplier tube. It is generally used as detector in UV spectrophotometer. It is the combination of photodiode and electron multiplier. It consisting of evacuated tube, contains photocathode electrodes known as diodes. Okay, here 9 to 16 electrodes known as diodes. This is the photomultiplier tube. Okay, photomultiplier tube also used as a detector, which consisting of 9 to 16 electrodes. These are the 9 to 16 electrodes used as a photomultiplier tube. In UV spectroscopy, it is the combination of photodiode and electron multiplier. Next one, recorder. Signal from detector received by the recording system. The recording done by recorder pan. Okay, signal from detector received by the recording system. The recording done by recorder pan. Next one, sample handling. Important to reposition the cuvettes properly. To clean the cuvettes, lens paper soaked in spectrograde methanol, which is held by a hemostat, is used. When cuvettes are cleaned, the methanol film left evaporates quickly, leaving cuvette surface free of contaminants. For maximum precision, syringes are used to change the solution, leaving the cuvettes in the same place. Single beam spectrophotometer, double beam spectrophotometer. Okay, we already know the diagrams of single beam spectrophotometer, double beam spectrophotometer. Single beam means it converts a single beam ray into single beam ray into monochromator chamber. Double beam spectrophotometer means the double mixed beam is converted into monochromatic layer, that is the double beam spectrophotometer. Advantage of double beam spectrophotometer is it is not necessary to continually replace the blank with the sample or to adjust the auto zero. The ratio of the powers of the sample and reference is constantly obtained. It has rapid scanning over the wide wavelength region because of the above two factors. Next one, see applications of UV visible spectroscopy, extent of conjugation. Next one, distinction between conjugated and non-conjugated compounds, conjugated and non-conjugated compounds. Next, detection of chromophore in an unknown compound, identification of a chromophore, that is functional group. Next, study of strains, study of geometric isomerism, study of tautomerism, study of structural features in different solvents as an analytical tool. These are the main applications of UV visible spectroscopy. Okay, thank you students. Thank you for listening. Okay, that's enough. That's for that is UV visible spectroscopy.